Good morning, students. I am Riya Sinha, your SST teacher. Today, we are going to discuss chapter number 5 of History, What Books and Burials Tell Us. We have completed explanation of this chapter. So, today, we will start keywords. First number is Ved. The Vedas are a large body of religious text originating in ancient India. In this chapter, we have learned about four Vedas, that is Samved, Yajurved, Atharvaved, and Rigved. Second number is language. The system of communication in speech and writing that is used by people of a particular country is known as language. We all are using language to communicate with each other. It depends, it varies according to your reason, according to your state, but everyone is using different kinds of language to communicate with each other, whether it is human beings or animals. Third number is hymn. Hymn is a religious song which people used to chant while they are worshipping of a particular deity. Next is chariot, an open vehicle with two wheels that was pulled by a horse or horses in ancient times, known as chariot. Next is sacrifice. Giving up something that is important or valuable to you in order to get or do something that seems more important is known as sacrifice. In earlier days, while we uh, wish to have something from the god, then in return of that favor, or in return of that favor, we uh, used to sacrifice something which are valuable to us, whether it is any object or sometimes it could be animals also. Next is Raja. You all are familiar with this term. It means king or ruler. Next is slave. A person who was owned by another person and had to work for him or her, known as slave. Okay, 8th number is megalith. Megaliths are stone boulders carefully arranged by people and were used to mark burial sites mainly. Ninth number is burial. A burial is the act of placing a dead person in a grave. 10th is skeletal. Skeletal is defined as framework of bones. 11th number is iron. We all know that iron is a hard or a strong metal that is used for making steel or any other objects or utensils or equipments. Okay, now next come to the exercise of this chapter. First is question number 1 is match the columns. In two columns, some words are given. We have to match it according to its meaning. First is Sukta. Sukta means well said. Next is chariots. Chariots used in battles. Next is Yagn, you have to match it with sacrifice. Next is das, you have to match it with slave. And the last one is megalith, you have to match it with stone boulder. I am repeating it. See, Sukta, well said. Chariots, used in battles. Yag, sacrifice. Das, slave. Megalith, stone boulder. Now see question number 2, complete the sentences. A number is slaves were found used for dash. So slaves were used for work. B number is megaliths are found in dash. Megaliths are found in South India, Northeast and Kashmir. C. Stone circles or boulders on the surface were used to dash. Used to indicate the exact place of burial. So, stone circles or boulders on the surface were used to indicate the exact place of burial. D. Portholes were used for burying the other member of the same family at the same place. E number is people at Inam Gaon ate wheat, barley, rice, pulses, millets, peas, sesame, etc. See question number 3. In what ways are the books we read today different from the Rig Veda? How Rig Veda was different from the books we used to read today in these times? Answer is, the books we read today different from the Rig Veda because the books we use today are printed while Rig Veda was recited and heard rather than read. The Rig Veda is in Old or Vedic Sanskrit. So, the books we use to read today are generally in a printed form while Rig Veda was recited and heard rather than read. And it is in Old or Vedic Sanskrit. Whatever books we use today are in different languages. See question number 4. What kind of evidence from burials do archaeologists use to find out whether there were social differences amongst those who were buried? Here question is asking, from burials what kind of evidences do archaeologists use to find out to differentiate about social differences amongst those who were buried? So see the answer. In Brahmagiri, archaeologists found a skeleton buried with 33 gold beads, 2 stone beads, 4 copper bangles and 1 conch shell, while other skeletons have only a few pots. So this helps archaeologists to find social differences amongst those who were buried. So these kind of things were buried, like precious things like gold beads, stone beads or copper bangles. So archaeologists used to consider these evidences to find out the social differences of the dead person. Okay, next see question number 5. In question number 5, question is asking, in what ways do you think that the life of a Raja was different from that of a Das or Dasi? Question is asking how the life of Raja or king is different from their slaves. See, the life of Raja was different from that of Das or Dasi in the following ways. Raja was a powerful leader who used to rule, while Das or Dasi are captured slaves who used to serve their masters. Obviously, Raja was a leader and Das or Dasi are slaves who used to serve their masters only. Second number is, Raja can perform sacrifices while Das or Dasis could not. because Raja had everything, precious things which he could give in return to the god. But Das or Dasis did not have any that kind of particular precious thing. Third number, Raja was a free man while Das or Dasis have to do what their masters said. Obviously there was no one who could ask question to a king, but Das or Dasis have to do what their masters said. They did not have any right to do according to their will. They have to accountable or answerable to each and every decision, or for each and every step what they are performing to their masters. Okay, now we have completed exercises of chapter number 5 also. You all have to write and learn these things in your copy. Thank you and have a nice day.